online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
We kind of looked everywhere, like what toy could have done that, and I looked up on the wall and there was a bullet hole.
Investigators are still trying to figure out who fired a shot into a South Fargo home last night, wounding a woman inside. Things could have been a lot worse for the occupants because the bullet went through a child's bedroom. The bullet appears to have been fired from a rifle hundreds of feet away. Valley News Team's Joshua Pagero spoke to homeowners who are thankful no one was seriously injured.
A grandmother was putting her grandkids to bed Tuesday night when a bullet went through the bedroom wall of this Osgood home west of Hornbachers.
And she was in my older son's room, and all of a sudden we both heard like a really, really loud snap. It kind of sounded like a big rubber band, and all of a sudden she just went, ouch!
The homeowners agreed to speak on camera on the condition we didn't identify them.
I said, what was that? What was that? And she said, I don't know, but something hit me and I'm bleeding.
Fargo police say they believe the shooting was random.
I looked up on the wall and there was a bullet hole in the wall, and I said, oh my gosh.
The bullet only grazed her arm.
First it just kind of looked like a bruise, and so we thought just maybe something like one of his toys snapped her, and then it just kind of started bleeding.
Luckily, the injured grandmother was treated at the scene.
I mean, if she was just over a couple inches more, it probably would have been a lot more severe than just a graze in the arm. Or if my son was jumping on the bed or even sitting on the bed, I mean, it could have been a lot worse. So we were very, very thankful that it was just a graze wound. And
while police don't know the direction of the shooting, a gun expert from the Red River Regional Marksmanship Center says the bullet was most likely a shot from a .22 rifle, which can travel at least a mile. For family members, they say they will try to move on from what happened. Despite the danger and the minor injury, she says her mom will have a story to tell over the holidays. In Fargo, Joshua Pagero, Valley News Live.
Police tell us they used a drone last night to check out the area where the shooting took place. If you have any information, please call authorities. A high-speed chase was called off this afternoon because of safety concerns. A Clay County deputy attempted to stop a vehicle that had been stolen on Highway 10 near 280th Street. After the driver took off, speeds reached 75 to 80 miles per hour. Several attempts were made to flatten the vehicle's tires with stop sticks. They were unsuccessful, and the pursuit was called off. Investigators are working on identifying the occupants of the vehicle. The dig out and cleanup are underway in the Twin Cities after getting more than 9 inches of snow. While it missed us, there's a good chance for a second system to cause problems. Let's get the very latest from Nathan, who's here with your No Wait weather planner. Nathan?
Yeah, Mike, we've been watching the travel forecast for everybody all week, and the good news is if you're traveling out tonight, Thanksgiving Eve, things look good on I-94. Of course, this is a lot of heavy traffic there in the eastbound lanes, and a lot of folks heading down toward the cities. And if you are out and about this evening traveling, looks like by land or by air for this evening, things look good. Temperatures there in the teens and 20s for pretty much everybody. Minimal delays at all airports in the region. And we only have a few flurries to fight with here across the Red River Valley, but there shouldn't be too many impacts from that if you are traveling out to your Thanksgiving festivities there for your Wednesday evening. But we are watching this system. It's actually the same system that has actually put out some of those wildfires in California. But this will be our weather maker, this low pressure system approaching the western Rockies as we speak. And of course, with that, some heavy snowfall is likely. And with the impacts from this system, we're expecting snowfall anywhere from 6 to 12 inches for most of us here in the Red River Valley. But some areas under those heavy bands of snow could pick up 12 to 16 or 18 inches of snowfall. Blowing or drifting snow will be a factor with winds around 40 to 50 miles per hour. And of course, this will cause some travel difficulties, Mike, after the Thanksgiving holiday. Of course, we'll break down the details, timing, and get a good look at that snowfall map here coming up in a couple minutes.
All right, keep us posted.
Will do.
On the land and in the air, travelers are experiencing headaches at Minneapolis-St. Paul Airport as they try to head out for the holiday. Crews worked through the night plowing runways and surrounding roads. You could barely see the runway last night.
Pretty is fresh air.
It's fresh air, that's
Yeah, and if you don't have to go outside, don't go. Oh.
That's quite a deal.
Last night, 20 flights were canceled. About 100 were delayed. Lock it or lose it. We've all heard that for time and time again. But when you're away from your home, whether for the holidays or stuck in a storm, Moorhead Captain Derek Swenson says it's best to be a little more mindful.
We want to look at making sure that they're not advertising that they're going to be gone. So social media posts that your house is going to be open. You may trust your friend's network, but that may get out to others.
Most home burglaries are targeted crimes, and Swenson suggests making your house look like it usually does when you're home by keeping a few lights on, asking a neighbor if they'll shovel for you. If you're snowed in, if there's a snowed in driveway, a few driveway marks will help everybody know that there's potentially someone living inside. A kitchen fire prompted an evacuation of a Fargo restaurant around lunchtime today. No one was injured at the Super Buffet at 1045th Street South. The fire was put out quickly and it was contained to the kitchen. Moorhead police are asking for your help locating 30-year-old Derek Kraus. He has multiple open warrants, including one for theft of a motor vehicle. If you have any information on his whereabouts, call police. Police are warning of a high-risk sex offender moving to Devil's Lake. He's there on your screen. 42-year-old Gary Dean Feather Jr. will be residing at 610 4th Street Northeast in Devil's Lake. One man's behind bars after a reckless driving case that sparked a police perimeter in West Fargo last night. Jonathan Moore was arrested for driving under suspension and reckless driving. It started around 6 after authorities got a report of someone speeding and passing people on the shoulder of Interstate 29. Eventually, he was tracked down after crashing into another car. No one was injured. Still no sign of a missing teen in Grand Forks. Police say 16-year-old Abby Jez was reported missing last night. She's 5 feet 8 inches tall. She weighs 160 pounds. She has brown hair and brown eyes. If you have information on her whereabouts, call police. Over the next 2 weeks, crews will be demolishing buildings in the 800 block of Cheyenne Street in West Fargo. The site contains 60 units of public housing that were built back in 1965. 85 new homes will be built for seniors 62 and older. That will be larger than the existing ones. The units are hoping to be open in June or July of 2021.
There is a huge need for affordable housing, affordable senior housing right now on our market, and that's why we decided to go after projects such as this.
Officials add that within the next 12 months, they will be demolishing another block to build more units. A hepatitis A case out of Minnesota is being linked to blackberries. Minnesota health officials say at least one person is recovering right now. They say you should avoid eating fresh, non-organic blackberries purchased between September 9th and September 30th of this year. Symptoms of hepatitis A infection include vomiting, diarrhea, stomach pain, yellowing of the skin, and eyes. If you believe that you've eaten these berries in the last 2 weeks, talk to your healthcare provider about getting the hepatitis A vaccine. Later on Valley News Live at 6, a warning from the North Dakota Highway Patrol for those of you that will be driving long distances in the coming days.
And we have a winter storm watch valid in our neck of the woods for Friday afternoon through Sunday morning for pretty much all of the Red River Valley through central North Dakota and northern Minnesota. We'll break down why this watch has been issued after the break.